down, down the dirt road out to the main road, and the truck stalled out and wouldn't start again. And
your truck stalled out?
Yeah, it stalled out.
Yeah.
So I got out and started walking. I lived down on Jordan Hill Road. Started walking out, and a friend of mine come down to see how come I hadn't come out yet. Gave it the jump start, and the fire was about 35 feet from the skin. And my skin was starting to bubble. I got smoke inhalation really bad.
Did you have to go to the hospital?
Yeah. And I got put on antibiotics for smoke inhalation. I'm still sick from it.
Fire started, and we didn't get much warning at all, and so I was worried about the people in our neighborhood. They knew. The lady next door didn't have no way out. She was, paralytic, you might as well say. She couldn't walk. We got her, saved her, and we went out to the street here, and it was just gridlock. Everybody come to paradise. We couldn't see the smoke from up here, so we didn't know what was going on. I don't have a TV, so I don't know. And so we picked her up, and there's, a couple people lived at the house where I lived, got our animals, and went around the back roads and stopped up there and realized that we know a couple other families that might not know. So we went and picked them up, and they had 2 paralytic kids and stuff. We shoved them in one car, and the other guy shoved them in my car. And then, since I lived up here for like maybe 7-8 years, I'm not from here, but I've been living up here. We knew the back roads, to go out to Forest Ranch. Everybody was going up to Butte Meadows. So we was able to get out ahead of all that. And then it was super, super dark, and we couldn't see going down 32, I believe. And then we was able to stay at a friend's house for 2 days, and it just had too many people in the house sleeping on the floor. So I went down to Walmart with my tent and stayed there a couple weeks, and it just it was cold. I stayed in my car, after the tent in the parking lot, and so I ran my heater all night long until I ran out of gas. It's just me and my dog then.
James Robertson, and I was
basically homeless at the time of the fire. I was staying here in the church parking lot in my motorhome, and I heard people talking about the fire outside the window, and I didn't pay much attention to it. When I did look out the window, I saw the flames coming over Sawmill Peak there. And I figured I had, probably an hour to deal with it. And then somebody pounded on my door, after the dog had barked at me, about 5 minutes later, and the flames were already up here. It jumped across the canyon that quick. And I looked out the window, and the flames were coming up over the motorhome because I was parked on the edge of the canyon. And so I moved the motorhome and put it over here by the church. And everybody said, "Run, Brian, run." But I had a bad tire on my motorhome, and I decided I wasn't going to go block the road for anyone. And I made a dedication to myself that I was going to save this church. It was the biggest flames I'd ever seen in my life. The explosions were incredible. The propane tanks and shooting fire coming out of cars. It was scary. It was amazing. It looked like a Rambo movie set. And we went over and we stole the garden hose from the little jockey man standing on the far side of the graveyard, and we brought it over here and hooked it up to the big church. And I soaked this church down and got it all soaked, and I went over to the shed over there, and I couldn't get the door open, so I ripped the front wall of it off, and I got a ladder out, and I've got the ladder put up so that I could sit up on the roof and keep the thing hosed down. I remember walking across the parking lot, and I said, "Where's Magalia's Volunteer Fire Department?" And somebody looked at me and laughed and said, "You're it." And right across the street, I watched my motorcycle melt. There was no flame around it. The engine just melted right off my motorcycle, and melted the tires down flat. And I mean, that was amazing. We pulled toolboxes out of his little shed and put them 25 feet away from anything, and those boxes melted, sitting there in the open with no flame or fire around them.
Leave the ridge. I'm hooked up here. I do everything up here. I came up here for that reason. I salmon fish, in the rivers, and dig for crystal. Got some beautiful crystals. I found a vein, and I do the gold thing down at Forks of the Butte. I just love it up here. I just don't have nowhere to live yet.